Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Dawana Mason, and here are the stories that we are following today. It's June 21st, 2013. From the Caribbean, Grenada government urged to begin maritime talks with Venezuela. St. Kitts and Nevis PM says he will call elections when time is right. In Jamaica, GSAT results bring despair and jubilation. Doctors beg Obama to let them treat Guantanamo hunger strikers. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
It's week 2 of our used car blowout month, and this week it's guaranteed credit approval. If we can't show you how to get approved, that car is on us. Log on now, GrecoAuto.com.
Since we announced Sign and Drive with zero out of pocket and low monthly payments, cars been flying out of Bronx Honda at a record pace. Whoa! New Accord with zero out of pocket for $249 a month, or new Civics just $199 per month, or save thousands with 0% financing. You never had to leave the Bronx to get the best price on the Honda. Bronx Honda guarantees the lowest price in the Bronx. Bronx Honda, East Tremont Avenue. Visit BronxHonda.com.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Dawana Mason, and this segment is sponsored by Total Caribbean Network. In Grenada, a former Grenada minister who was part of negotiations that resulted in the signing of a maritime agreement between Grenada and Trinidad and Tobago in 2010 wants his country also to engage Venezuela in maritime talks. According to former Foreign Minister Peter David, it is absolutely necessary that there is a strengthening of bilateral ties between Grenada and Venezuela. The two countries, he noted, share a physical connection by the close proximity of the coastlines. The difference between our coastlines is less than the 200 nautical miles of exclusive economic zone of stipulated in international law, said David. Like we did with Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada needs to enter into negotiations with Venezuela to delimit maritime boundaries. The science shows that the Venezuela side of our maritime space is far more fertile in terms of oil and gas than the Trinidad end. Grenada and Venezuela have had diplomatic ties for almost 4 decades, and Venezuela has a sizable Grenadian immigrant population. The launch of the Grenada-Venezuela Friendship Association is, in a sense, only the formalization of a process that has been ongoing for many, many years. We two peoples and two countries have been friends for a very long time, said David in his presentation that was titled The Importance of Venezuela to Grenada and the Eastern Caribbean. In St. Kitts, Prime Minister Dr. Denzil Douglas has made it clear that he will call elections in St. Kitts and Nevis. The 11 elected representatives in the parliament have gone to the court, arguing that the delay in the tabling of the motion violates their constitutional rights to have it heard. The 6 also have written to Governor General to state that they do not support Douglas as Prime Minister and will vote in favor of the motion. In Jamaica, a mother desperately tries to console her daughter after receiving her 6th grade achievement test results. The little girl's eyes are red from crying and her sobbing becomes louder as other classmates at St. Richard's Primary School jump in jubilation, clearly overjoyed with their results. The mother becomes angry, clutches her daughter to her bosom, and starts shouting that the results are unfair because her daughter had scored excellent grades but was not placed in the school of her choice. It seems this little girl is not one of the 28,562 of the 42,268 GSAT students who Education Minister Ronald Twait said were placed in their preferred schools. The mother and daughter pair was just one of the many families converging on the St. Richard's Primary School playing field yesterday, reacting to the 2013 GSAT results. At Halfway Tree Primary, students seemed unperturbed by their GSAT results. They were busy frolicking at their annual end-of-the-year school fair. The school's principal, Carol O'Connor, said the majority of the students performed above average this year and were placed in preferred schools. In contrast, the mood over at St. Peter's and Paul Preparatory was more subdued until a pint-sized boy bolted into the principal's office to declare that he got his first choice, Champion College. On Wednesday, Education Minister Ronald Thwaites revealed that of the 42,268 students who did GSAT this year, 35,957 were placed in five-year high schools, while the other 6,311 were placed in technical high, primary, and junior high, all-age special and private schools. In Cuba, more than 150 doctors and other medical professionals have asked for permission to treat hunger-striking prisoners at the United States Detention Center at Guantanamo Bay in Cuba. The request was made in an open letter to U.S. President Barack Obama, published online by Lancet Medical Journal on Tuesday. Out of the 166 detainees at Guantanamo, 104 are currently on hunger strike to protest their treatment and indefinite detention, according to Captain Robert Duran, a spokesman for the facility. The protest began last year with a half a dozen detainees on intermittent hunger strikes. The number nevertheless grew after lawyers from some of those who drew attention to conditions at the facility. Lieutenant Colonel Todd Bressiel, a spokesman on detaining issues at the Pentagon, was quoted as saying earlier this year. Military officials said that 44 of the detainees have received enteral feeding, in which a tube is inserted down through the nose and down the throat to administer liquids. Last month, 13 detainees wrote an open letter to the Guardian newspaper asking to see civilian doctors because they said they didn't trust the military doctors whom they accused of force-feeding them against their will. The open letter from the doctors came a day after the federal government was forced to release the names of dozens of detainees at Guantanamo after Miami Herald sued for the information. The list, which was released on Monday, identified 46 inmates being held for continued detention at the facility. The Obama administration first acknowledged that the detainees were being held indefinitely at Guantanamo in 2010, but did not make their identities public. Out of 46 detainees listed for indefinite detention, the report shows that 26 are from Yemen, 10 are from Afghanistan, 3 are from Saudi Arabia, 2 each are from Libya and Kuwait, and 1 each are from Kenya, Somalia, and Morocco. Human rights groups have long protested the detention of suspected enemy fighters who have not been charged with crimes. The government maintains that the detainees are too dangerous to transfer but cannot be tried, characterizing them as war prisoners under the 2001 Authorization for Use of Military Force Act. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. Stay tuned.
5 million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.
Stop the music! It's week 2 of our used car blowout month, and this week it's guaranteed credit approval. If we can't show you how to get approved, that car is on us. Log on now. GrecoAuto.com.
Since we announced Sign and Drive with 0 out of pocket and low monthly payments, cars been flying out of Bronx Honda at a record pace. Whoa! New Accord is 0 out of pocket for $249 a month, or new Civics just $199 per month, or save thousands with 0% financing. You never had to leave the Bronx to get the best price on the Honda. Bronx Honda guarantees the lowest price in the Bronx. Bronx Honda, East Tremont Avenue, Visit BronxHonda.com.
I can't believe your mom let you take your car out. This is awesome.
It's time to grow up.
You're crazy.
Little wildflower.
Go faster. Stop.
It'll all be alright.
I raised my son to be careful,
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Mom.
but just to be safe,
So don't you worry.
I got a Subaru.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Coleman Subaru, 1710 North Alden Avenue, Ewing, New Jersey, or ColemanSubaru.com.